sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Los Angeles Rams. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set, ready, 90, ball, 54, watch 54, exit, ready.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check tight. Switch. Watch out.
He finds an opening past the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Looking to throw. Love. Forced out to his left. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Back to throw. Love. And got him in. It's Woods. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Hey, we got a seal. General, West.
On first down, Love. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards the pickup there. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. He was looking for a Nunwa there.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Got it. Mike spot 4. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
From the gun, Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. The tackle there by Marquis Christian. From the 22, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Ready.
Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 15, check 15. Banjo, 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 banjo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And touchdown. Vincent Smith, 88 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm coming. Mike, 54. Go on. 54. Let's go. No. Nice 7. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We can't be stopped.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
64. Come, baby.
On second down, it's Bell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by John Johnson. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Red 80. Get Mike. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Alpha.
Throwing on first down. Love. He's going to try and go into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, high 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
61, matchbox lights.
Watch the slant. Motion.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 10-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Love dancing to his left. Score! Touchdown, LA! It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
58, come on.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take the wins home.
Tighten up. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to... And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Bound to lose one. Slip. And 80. 59's Mike. Check. 59. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Sponge. No.
Check 37. Check 37. Red 80.
Mike's 59.
Yo, 80.
You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Hey, wahoo!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Yo, 80. Red 80.
Wide. Get wide. Shit.
Motion. Red 80. Reset.
58, right over there.
Darnold from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read.
Strong right. Go. Hey.
The final shot before break. Love going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Lady. Topper. Red 80.
Rapid.
Red 80.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. And Darnold just beating the play clock. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Corey Littleton drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch 54. You better be ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Okay, ready?
3rd and 3.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. Go.
Off play action. Love. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
Gotcha, boy. He's checking. Crash. Check. Ready. Jump. Check. Fresno.
On 1st down, it's Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Check. Lucky.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st down, Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
General West.
Check 52. Check. Crunch.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now Darnold. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Let's go! At their own 20-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On first down, Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On first down, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's got to be frustrated, bottled up for the 3rd straight play. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jets take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Red 80. SOS.
Hey, echo.
58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Red 80. Watch the 280. Check 31.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Big stop, G. 80. Go. Red 80. Kill. Hey, red 80.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw. Love. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. From the gun, Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Here we go, check it. Lady. Check the call, check the call. Red 80. Jim. Check 24, check 24.
Hey, exit.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Danny.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
58 to Mike, 58. Red 80.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the slant. 50.
X3. 218, chopper.
Right there. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Second down and 10, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd and 2, Love. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now it's Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From his end zone, 3rd and long for Darnold. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense was doing ball drills, defensive linemen,